the 1990s, weighing only a couple pounds. It doesn't look too bad, as you can see. But the ones that the men were using in the 1930s weighed about 15 pounds or 7 kilos and were made of lead acid. So imagine carrying a mini corrosive car battery strapped to your belt for 8 long hours. The men did inevitably get burned, but they didn't seem to mind because all they would have to do is take it down at the end of the night to the charging station. They would charge it up and it'd be ready to go for their entire next day's shift. So this is a lot better than the candle and the carbide lamp put together. In today's modern minds, everyone, we're using these small LED lights like you see in my hand. They have a 16-hour charge, weigh a little less than a pound, and as you can see, they work extremely well. The back of the tunnel is no problem. But it is important to mention that they are extremely expensive, so in some developing countries, they are still having to mine by candlelight. We are very, very fortunate in some countries to be able to afford this kind of lighting underground. All right, lights are coming back on. Whew, sigh of relief. Okay, I'll breathe these again. All right, everyone. So I'm sorry for the doom and gloom. I want to lift your spirits with probably the most funny machine that we have underground. So gather around that wagon over there for me. No peeking, please. You know what it is. Please don't say anything. Oh, I know. Ice cream. You scream. Come on over. I need a couple volunteers. How about that? You wanna come over? You wanna go over? Stand and face each other on this thing. Climb up. Climb up. Okay, that's good. Nope, that's good. Perfect. Face each other. Now, what do you guys think this is? Like, I think it's ice cream. What do you think? Yeah? What about like some sort of hot food cart? You know, the guys need to eat. That's pretty important, right? Like lunch? Yeah?
Yeah, it's called lunch.
Yeah, so, okay, but let's be super serious about this now, okay? So, all jokes aside, so we're in a copper mine. As you can tell, lots of rocks, lots of dynamite, maybe some sort of transporter. Yeah, you think that? What do you think, transporter?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to put your hands by your sides. I need you to close your eyes nice and tight. No peeking, no peeking. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Open your eyes. Oh my goodness. So this is our honey wagon. Everyone, a deluxe 2-seater toilet on wheels that came to you. None of us will be demonstrating this for you guys today, so please give a big round of applause. Yeah, exactly. So this was the job of the new guy to push this thing around for his first 30 days of employment here at Britannia. So if you're 18 years old, you came without any sort of certification, this was your job. But there is a method to the honey wagon madness. So the new guy would get to know the entrances and exits of all the tunnels, as we had 210 kilometers of tunnel here at Britannia. Stretch them all out, they go from Vancouver to Seattle, no problem. You'd also get to know his comrades on a very personal basis, as you can imagine. And finally, he would develop the strength and stamina to move up in the ranks to be a mucker or a driller, as this thing got heavier and heavier as the day went on.
Yes.
Now, what is missing, folks? What do you have at home that you do not see on this wagon here?
Flush.
Flush, toilet paper. Toilet paper is the answer I'm looking for. Flusher. There's a little lever underneath. The new guy would roll it out once it was full. He'd empty it in some unnamed location, and then he would have the pleasure of cleaning it out by hand. No need for a flush when you have a dude to clean it for you. But TP, that is correct. So toilet paper was deemed far too valuable to carry underground with the miners, so they had to use the reading material of the day. Sears catalog, the Eden's catalog, or the newspaper. Read a little bit of reading before it was gone forever. What about privacy? Tell me about that. That's right, exactly. So all the men would have to do is blow out their candle or their carbide lamp, and they would essentially be alone. This is also a male-only mine. For the whole 70 years we were operational, so no women underground. Miners are kind of like sailors, very superstitious of women being underground, but I just like to say it's because us women are far too smart to be underground in the first place, right? That's right. All right, folks, any questions about the honey wagon or anything that we've seen so far? A little bit of potty humor for your afternoon, huh? Yeah? Gross.
Yeah.
We're not going to go there, right? Perfect. Pardon?
I would kind of use it.
No. This one's an antique.
Yeah, if it was new.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
have to clean it out.
Yeah, you'd have to clean it out, exactly. All right, folks.
folks.
So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the mill next. So mining underground is only half of the process. We need to see where those ore parts go. So they're filled with rock at this point. That's just the drill, don't worry about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to round the corner with my lead. On the left-hand side, there will be a bag for your hard hats. One more loud noise, and then we'll head down the hill to the mill. Follow me. store your hard hats in that bag there for me.
Sunshine.
What about the different temperature? Yeah.
Wow. By the end of the tour,
No,
the
it's
sun
warm.
is
It's
up.
about 22 degrees Celsius, no lowest point. 90% today. So this tunnel is 12 degrees Celsius all year round, no change. All year round, no change. Yeah. The lower down you go, the hotter it gets because you're nearing the core of the earth, right? Very, very hot down there. So think about that as you go lower, you'll inevitably get hotter. As you go higher, it gets colder. All right, folks. So the last piece of machinery that I want to show you all is this thing right here. This is what we call the miner's whistle. It indicates the start and end of each workday and serves as a fantastic alarm clock for the citizens of Britannia. Now, if this whistle is pulled 3 times, this would indicate an emergency has occurred. Emergency crews would rush the entryway of the tunnel, hoping to offer some sort of assistance. To this day, if I pulled it 3 times, admissions would call 911. I'm only going to pull it for you guys once. Tell admissions that we are safely out of the tunnel. I haven't left any of you in there to work. So please cover your ears nice and tight, as this will be the loudest noise. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Not too bad, huh? Did you feel it in your tummy? Alright, let's head down the hill to the mill. Follow me.
Is there a problem with methane gas at all?
No, sir.
That's
So
only with coal?
yeah, because we're a hard rock mine, there were no flammable or explosive gases in many covered rock. That's why we can have open flames underground. No worries. Sleep on the gondola today? That's too bad. That's great. Railway line. So where to next? You guys heading home? With Lindsay? Vancouver?
2 more days and we'll be back to Vancouver.
Oh, very good, very good.
3 more days.
That's great. Come on down. It's like herding cats. A little bit of Whiskas Temptations, good to go.
You just gotta get Bob Barker's voice.
Pardon?
You gotta get Bob Barker's voice saying,
Come on down, yeah. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. I'll sound like Bob Barker soon. I'm losing my voice. Ugh. Come on down. Come join us. All right, everyone. So I'd like to address the moment that you've all been waiting for, of course. Focus your attention on this ginormous building that you see behind me here. This is what we call Mill Number 3. This is what entices you to come visit us off the highway, see what we're all about here at Britannia. Maybe some of you have driven by here a few times, so we're gonna fulfill your lifelong goal of being able to go inside this building. What about that? That's pretty cool. So there was a Mill Number 1 and 2 before Mill Number 3 was built. So Mill Number 1 was located on the hillside where we entered the train pavilion. It unfortunately was not meeting productivity demands, so it was torn down. And in 1915, they began construction on mill number 2, which would have been on the hillside that you see behind me here. Now, the reason why mill number 2 is no longer there is because in 1921, it burnt to the ground in a very mysterious fire. We still don't know the reason to this day, so they had to build another mill in a hurry. So 18 months later, from 1921, entirely built by hand, folks. That's very, very important. Costing the company about $1 million. Mill number 3 was built. Now, $1 million was a pretty penny back in the day, but for comparison's sake, we did do an exterior rehabilitation of this building from 2005 to 2007, costing us about $5 million. So this is pretty extraordinary in my opinion. Who wants to go inside? Anyone? Your enthusiasm is just so overwhelming. All right.
$1 million
There's probably about 4 to 5 million.
No. 50 to 100 million.
In today's dollars?
Today's dollars.
No, not today. I don't think you want to climb those stairs. I hate them.
Look at this. Nice little roller coaster. It comes with a abrupt stop.
Come on in. See, if I went online and did that, it wouldn't be accurate to this. It would be accurate to what $1 million would be like today, but it might have not be accurate to what we had spent on it. So the thing is